How are you, learner? Welcome to Manifesting the Learning Platform. My name is Purity Anzelimo, taking you through physics. And our lesson today, we continue with the topic in Book 3, in Paper 1, that is quantity of heat. So that's still our topic, quantity of heat. In our previous lesson, we were able to explain the topic, the meaning of quantity, what is heat, and we were also in a position to define heat capacity. So before we look at our subtopic for this lesson, we can do a recap on what we covered during the previous lesson. That was the introduction bit of quantity of heat. So we looked at heat capacity, and we said that heat capacity is denoted using which letter? Capital letter C. So that is heat capacity. So what did we say is heat capacity? So when we talk of heat capacity, we defined it as the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of a given mass of a substance by 1 Kelvin. So we can define it here and say that this is the amount of heat. So that is heat capacity, the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of a given mass of a substance by 1 Kelvin. And therefore we say that heat capacity, C therefore, will be equal to the heat absorbed, or maybe the heat given out, which is denoted by Q, divided by the change in temperature. So heat capacity is equal to heat energy divided by change in temperature. And from this we were able to get the SI unit of heat capacity, which we said the SI unit of heat capacity is joules per Kelvin. So the SI unit is joules per Kelvin. So we are going to do one question on heat capacity, then we can move on to our next subtopic. So we look at this question and work it out together on heat capacity. So that's the question that we have. So we have an electric heater rated 300 watts, heat some liquid of heat capacity 1680 joules per Kelvin in 2 minutes. So we are going to find the rise in temperature. So in our question, we are being asked about the rise. So this is simply the change. And in our case here, it's a rise. So we want to get that change in temperature. So we have been given the power rating. So we have been given the power as 300 watts. Again, we have been given that it is being used, that heater is being used to heat a liquid of heat capacity. So we have the heat capacity as 1680 joules per Kelvin. And the time taken to heat, the time is 2 minutes. We have 2 minutes. So we are going to find the rise in temperature. So we want to get the change in temperature. That is what is in question, because a rise is now the change. So for example, if it was 30 degrees Celsius and then it rose to 70 degrees Celsius, the rise will be 70 minus 30, which is 40. So we want to get that change in temperature. So in this question, we need to remember what we have said about the heat capacity. We have seen that heat capacity will be given by the quantity of heat, or the amount of heat, divided by the change in temperature. Now, in this question, we have been given the heat capacity. It's here in its SI unit. But now we need to calculate the amount of heat, Q. So we need to calculate Q. And in this case, it is now we are using an electrical method because we are using an electric heater which is rated 300 watts, and it is heating the liquid for 2 minutes. And we know that heat energy will therefore, from the topic heating effect of an electric current, heat energy will be given by power multiplied by time. Power multiplied by time. And this one can be gotten from the Joule's law, whereby we say that the heat energy is equal to the current squared multiplied by the resistance multiplied by time, which we call the Joule's law. So from this, we can be able to get that from Ohm's law, since we know from Ohm's law V is equal to IR, we can substitute where we have R from this, we can therefore say that therefore R will be equal to V all over I, meaning that in this equation Q, we are going to have I squared multiplied by R, which is V all over I multiplied by time. So here one current I will cancel with 1, we remain with 1. So we end up getting our heat energy to be IVT. But we know that IV is equal to power. This is power. And therefore, heat energy, the quantity of heat, can be given by power times time. So we can go back to our question. So we have Q, we can be able to get the heat energy, which is power times time. And power we are given in its SI unit, which is 300 watts. Watt is the SI unit of power. We multiply by time. We are given time in minutes. And we need to express it in its SI unit, which is seconds. So we must convert the 2 minutes into seconds by multiplying by 60. So what do you end up getting? So we end up getting, this is 3 times 2, which is 6. 6 times 6, we get 36. So we have 36,000 joules. That is our heat energy. So we continue. Remember, we still want to get the change in temperature. So our heat capacity is given as, from this is 1680 joules per Kelvin is equal to our Q, which is 36,000 joules divided by the change in temperature. So we still want to get that change in temperature. So we have that 1680 joules per Kelvin is equal to 36,000 joules all over the change in temperature. So we can cross multiply so that we can get the value of the rise in temperature. So we are going to have 1680 joules per Kelvin, then multiplied by the change in temperature is equal to 36,000 joules. So that is what we have. We want to remain with change in temperature, so we can come and divide both signs by 1680 joules per Kelvin. 1680 joules per Kelvin. So we are going to cancel that by 1680 joules per Kelvin, 1, 1. So we remain with our change in temperature as, here we are having joules and joules per Kelvin. So this one will end up being, for that part, so that we can see the unit, it's like we are having joules, we are dividing by joules per Kelvin, that way, which is the same as joules multiplied by Kelvin per joules when we reciprocate, so we can cancel. So our answer will be in Kelvin. So you can take your calculator and divide 36,000 divided by 1680 to 1 decimal place. What is the change in temperature? You end up getting 21.4 Kelvin. So that will be our change in temperature. That is the change in temperature, or what we are calling the temperature rise. Hopes you got the question. So you can be given a question. It must not be. It can also be one testing on the electrical method of heating, whereby now we'll be talking of the power rating and therefore heat energy being given by power times time. And I have explained this from Joule's law, from the heating effect of an electric current. So that is it on heat capacity, the amount of heat energy required to raise the temperature of a given mass of a substance by 1 Kelvin.